turn to talk about travel insurance. And travel insurance has been always available pretty much to everybody who travels from one country to another internationally. And it's been a product that is been in existence for so many years, but usually we didn't pay attention to it before. Our mission is to protect travelers around the world with the best and most complex network of doctors, dentists, medical centers, emergency rooms, and to provide assistance in case of a situation presented during the trip, or in case of a medical assistance for illness or for an accident. Now, why it is important to talk about travel insurance in 2020? Because 2020 has taught us that everything is possible. When before we believed that it's okay to travel from one country to another one and nothing is going to happen, now we learn that everything is possible. That suddenly we may face a illness or a complication, or the trip was canceled, or the tours that we have programmed were canceled. I mean, anything right now can happen, and that's why it's important to cover this trip and to cover us and our family during this trip, to have this peace of mind that we have the best available assistance possible. The company that we are working with has over 31 years of experience around the world, and they are experts in providing several solutions when we are traveling abroad. And sometimes when we are in a foreign country, in a different country, we don't know how to contact a person who can help us. How can we solve any situation that we are facing? And that's why we are here to help. We can provide different coverage, since luggage protection, it's very common that during the trip, the airline lost our luggage or it's damaged. You have coverage for that. Also, in case of an illness or an accident where you require medical or assistance, or need to go to emergency room, or need to go to a hospital, you are covered for a very nice limits, very nice amounts. And the important factor here is that those limits are per event. It doesn't matter if you have 1, 2, 3, or 4 events. The limits that you require to protect your trip are per event. So if you face a situation where you need to pay, or the expenses were around $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, the next event will replenish those limits, and you will have the same limit that your contract. And you have different also service extensions in case you need to be repatriated to your country of origin, in case you need an ambulance. You have different type of coverage that will help you face the difficult situation that you are having in a different country. Also, you have backup in case of the airline bankruptcy. I'm sorry. We are seeing this very common nowadays, that because of different situations, some airlines have to declare bankruptcy, and sometimes you are stuck in the country that you are visiting and you don't have access to anybody who can help you to solve the situation. We are here to help. Also, pet hotel reimbursement in case you're traveling with your family for the holidays and you need to leave your pet in your country of origin in a hotel with the bed. You are reimbursed for the expenses that leaving your pet in a hotel costs you. There are some limits, some restrictions, but pretty much you are reimbursed for the the pet hotel. And also you can customize your plans, adding different upgrades to your policy. One of the main ones that we may think of right now is COVID. We provide coverage for COVID. In case that during your trip you get this disease, COVID-19, you will have medical assistance. You're gonna be able to test for COVID. You're gonna be covered for the hospital expenses. Yeah, in case you need a ventilator, you're gonna be covered for that. In case you need to cancel your trip for because of COVID, you will have access to that benefit as well. That coverage is included automatically in every package that you get through us up to age 17. But in case there's someone traveling who is older than 70 years old, you can get an upgrade. Different limits, but you can cover every person in your family to this situation. This is something very important because we know that there are a lot of companies that provide travel insurance that they do not cover COVID, and we do. And honestly, this is a peace of mind that when you're traveling and you face this situation, you are going to have someone that takes your back. We have a 24/7 assistance center that is going to help you when you need any assistance that you may face during your trip. They provide immediate attention via WhatsApp, email, or through an application that they have that you can download in your phone. They have multilingual service. You can have access in English, in Spanish, Portuguese, and different languages. Yeah. And they can also help you to trip recommendations during your trip. So pretty much you have your back all the way since you start your trip until the day that you end it. They will have your cover. Why are we the best travel assistance available in the market right now? As I mentioned you before, the amount that we offer is per event. Due to illness or accident will be refilled after each event, and you will start from zero in case you need the assistance again. The pet hotel reimbursement it's a nice add-on to the policy. Sometimes, a lot of times, the cost of the reimbursement for the hotel of your family member that stayed behind in the home country is pretty much the cost of the policy. So it's one of the best options available. We have a warranty of trip cancellation for any reason. We have access to telemedicine in case you're afraid to go to a hospital or to a doctor, and because there's a lot of sick people there. We have access to telemedicine where you can have a virtual appointment with a doctor or a registered doctor to provide you with the consult that you need in case of something happens. And the airline bankruptcy compensation, that is important to have because a lot of times you don't want to stay. What you want in case something happens is that you want to get back to your home as soon as possible, and this compensation is important to be able to take another flight when the airline where you have your flight scheduling originally declares bankruptcy. Okay, there you go. We have different products. We have an international product that provides coverage from $10,000 up to $250,000 per event. Remember that these coverage are per event in case of an illness, in case of accident, in case of you get diagnostic with COVID. You will have, if you are younger than 70 years old, you will have coverage up to $250,000 in case you select this package. We have also coverage for students from $80,000 up to $100,000. And we have also plans available for corporations. Some corporations have executives that travel a lot to the international travels, and they need the protection in case something happens during that business trip as well. So we provide coverage for vacations, personal trips, or business trips as well. And so you have everybody covered, your executives, your family, yourself. So it's something really to consider nowadays, especially nowadays, where everything happens around the world, to be protected during your trip. You can also add different upgrades to your policy. SafeBack, so it can provide you refund or thief of damage of things that you buy during your trip. Pet assistance, in case you take your pet with you during your trip, they may be covered as well. In case something happens also and you lost your passport, you are covered. And something that we saw recently with this COVID pandemic happening is that a lot of people were traveling to Florida, to California, to go to Disney, and then suddenly everything shuts down because of COVID, and they cancel. They cancel the parks, they cancel the tours, they cancel all the activities that they have scheduled for the trip. So we can provide you coverage to reimburse you some of the expenses that the park or the tour company didn't reimburse you. So you're pretty much covered for everything. Also, we can provide coverage to pre-existence conditions. In case you have a pre-existence condition and you get sick abroad, we can cover you up to $30,000. If you are pregnant, also we can provide exclusive medical assistance to protect the pregnancy up to the 32 weeks. Also, the electronic device insurance. And if you are a person who loves to do sports while traveling, snowing, skiing, so you are protected. If you are a marathonist, if you are a triathlete, you are protected as well when you are travel. And as I mentioned before, in case you are 70 years of age or older, you have access also to the coverage for COVID. So we truly believe that nowadays is very important to travel safe. A lot of people is afraid to travel. A lot of people is not going to travel this holiday season. But if you do, try to get the best coverage possible in case of an accident, in case you get sick, in case something happens with the airlines, in case something happens with the tours, in case you're going to a place where you get tours. Protect yourself. It's a very affordable insurance. The cost per day is very affordable. We can provide coverage from 1 day up to 1 year, depending on your trip duration. So give us a call, get us a quote, and let us help you to protect your trip, especially nowadays, and to have that peace of mind that you and your family require during these difficult times. Thank you very much. This is my contact information in case you have a question. We'll be happy to answer anything